Continuing with Tobago Thursdays, we have with us this morning Miss Jewel Green George, no stranger to the show, the marketing director of the Tobago Writers Guild. And we're very excited because one of the things we're going to be talking about this morning, of course, is marketing for Caribbean authors. Jewel, good morning and welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's really good to see you all again.
It's wonderful to see you as well. And I just need to say, I mean, woman power always looking fabulous as ever. So, Jewel, let's get into this conversation. I know that, of course, I know the Tobago Writers Guild, of course, has been doing so much for writers in Tobago. You have your readings, you have your workshops, and all these other wonderful things. And even during the pandemic, you definitely came to the forefront to ensure that writers still had that platform and that voice. And I see now you're moving it up a bit with marketing for Caribbean authors. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Yeah. Well, what we're doing is really a follow-up on what we started in April, right? So we had a collaboration with the Tobago Library Services in April for World Book and Copyright Day. And what we did was conversations for authors. And we talked about ISBNs. We had the Intellectual Property Office do a session on intellectual property and copyright. And the library talked about the conversations, FAQs on ISBNs, and then the guild came in and discussed FAQs on publishing. So we're really following up with that, with marketing for authors, for Caribbean authors. We thought it was needed to help support them market their books and their book products even after we publication process.
Couldn't agree more with you. Marketing is so important. Now, Jewel, in your experience, what would you say are some of the main challenges that Caribbean authors face when it comes to marketing their products?
Well, what we have as the main challenge as authors and writers is our market. Our market is small. Each Caribbean island has basically a small population. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana would have the largest ones. But especially when you are looking at a smaller island state, Grenada, St. Kitts, Nevis, and these, you're really dealing with a very small population. And these are some of the issues you're dealing with. How many people are going to buy a book in such a small market? So the issue is kind of getting yourself followed into the stratosphere, into the international market to make sure that your book products are exposed to as many eyeballs, as many people as possible. So that's one of the main challenges, as well as the platforms and ways to market that are available for Caribbean authors. We have some challenges, and thank God, knock on wood, we did have some positives coming out of COVID. And I know COVID-19 devastated a lot of families and a lot of people, even economies. But because of COVID, we had to move to a more digital platform. We had to move to a more online, streamlined platform and way of doing business. And that has benefited. It has benefited authors, businesses, entrepreneurs. So because of the small markets, that would be our limitation. But digital media, online platforms, social media is bringing us out of that.
Thank you for identifying some of those key challenges. Now, of course, one would assume, of course, with marketing for Caribbean authors coming up, you did mention it's a follow-up to a previous event. So is this something that's going to be taking place virtually, or is this something in person? And what can we look forward to taking part in and enjoying?
Well, because of the country's opening back up, Trinidad and Tobago has removed a lot of restrictions, a lot of the health restrictions because of COVID and the pandemic. What has happened is that we are now able to meet in person, right? And we're being very careful still. We're still taking heed to the health protocols, but we are moving the event from a strictly in-person, a strictly virtual event to a hybrid event where we can meet some in person, those who are available to do so and would like to do so, and virtually. So we're going to be meeting at the Scarborough Library at the Anne Mitchell Auditorium, 6 p.m. in person. And we're also going to be meeting virtually at the same time to do the same processes to go through your marketing and come up with your marketing plan. And what you have to look forward to, Natalie, is, let me tell you, I don't want to give everything away, right? We really want people to come out. And we have over 60 registrants so far, and we're heading into the 70s. But what we're going to be doing is hitting on some key tools that people don't know anything about. And if you do know it, it's not many of our authors know about it. And I would just put out there subject codes. As authors, we need to be aware of that. As publishers, as published authors, as writers, once you're aware of the BISAC subject codes, it really helps ramp up your marketing for your book, because now you're able to see where your book can be placed in the market. So those are some of the things you'll be doing, going through how to market your book from even inception, before you even start to write, during the writing process, and after the writing process.
I think one of the things that we can definitely appreciate about the Tobago Writers Guild is the time that you take to really reach out and foster growth and community among authors, not just in Tobago, but I mean within the entire Caribbean as well. So, Jewel, unfortunately, we have run out of time, but before we go, could you kindly share contact information so that those who are interested can reach out and take part in the marketing for Caribbean authors?
Sure. On our Facebook page, Tobago Writers Guild, you'll find the links to register virtually or in person, whichever you prefer. And you can also call us at 620-5799 or WhatsApp us at that same number for more detailed information if you have questions. This is a free workshop, Marketing for Caribbean Authors, happening this Saturday, 25th of June, 6 p.m., virtually and in person, in Tobago at the Scarborough Library, and virtually via Zoom.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. That was Marketing Director Jewel Green George from the Tobago Writers Guild. Jewel, have a blessed day.
Thank you.
There's a bit more coming up. It is Now Morning Show. It's Tobago Thursdays. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. Stay tuned.